On the 18th of July, 2018, University of Iowa student Molly Cecilia Tibbetts disappeared while jogging near her home in Brooklyn, Iowa. A month later, police identified 24-year-old Christian Bahena Rivera as a suspect in connection with the disappearance. Surveillance footage showed Rivera's car following Tibbetts on her jog. Rivera led police to the body of Tibbetts in a Powashik County cornfield on the 21st of August. He was charged with first-degree murder. On the 28th of May, 2021, Rivera was found guilty of first-degree murder. On the 30th of August, 2021, Rivera was sentenced to life in prison without parole. Rivera's immigration status became a politicized issue after police, the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS, and U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, indicated that he had been in the United States illegally. The Trump administration, and some Republicans, including Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds, used the murder to argue for more restrictive immigration policies. Tibbetts' family denounced efforts to use Tibbetts' death for political purposes. Molly Cecilia Tibbetts was born on the 8th of May, 1998, in San Francisco, California, to Rob Tibbetts and Laura Tibbetts. When she was in the second grade, her parents divorced, and she moved to Iowa with her mother and two siblings. Her father kept a close relationship with the children, and he last saw Molly at his wedding in June 2018. At the time of her disappearance, she was a resident of Brooklyn, Iowa, a small town about 70 miles, 110 kilometers, east of Des Moines, and a psychology major at the University of Iowa. She worked at a children's day camp at Grinnell Regional Medical Center and was preparing for her sophomore year in college when she disappeared. Disappearance. On the 18th of July, 2018, Tibbetts, a former cross-country runner, left the home of her boyfriend's brother in Brooklyn for an evening jog. She was last seen at approximately 7:30 p.m. CDT and was reported missing by her family when she did not show up for work the following day. According to police, her last confirmed communication was with her boyfriend of 3 years, shortly before leaving for her jog. Her boyfriend was out of town for work in Dubuque, Iowa, over 130 miles, 210 kilometers, away. He told investigators he received a Snapchat message from her later in the evening that appeared to show her indoors. Over the next several weeks, police in multiple states investigated hundreds of leads in the case, including an unconfirmed sighting at a truck stop in Kearney, Missouri, later confirmed to have been false, but were not able to locate Tibbetts. They received over 2,300 tips and conducted over 500 interviews during the course of the investigation. As she was known to always wear her Fitbit activity tracker, police attempted to use its data to help find her. About 4 weeks after Tibbetts' disappearance, police said that the search had been refocused to several specific areas in and around Brooklyn, including her boyfriend's home, a truck stop, a car wash, and 2 area farms. Prior to the discovery of Tibbetts' body, monetary rewards for information leading to closure in the case had reached over $366,000, surpassing the previous record reward amount raised by the local Crime Stoppers branch. As the money was to be used as a reward on the condition of her safe return, Crime Stoppers announced that the money would be returned to those who requested it, or dispersed to the General Crime Stoppers Fund, and /or to the Tibbetts family. On the 21st of August, police in Iowa announced that a body had been found in Powashik County, where Tibbetts' hometown of Brooklyn is located. The body was identified as Tibbetts in an autopsy that was conducted 2 days later by the Iowa State Medical Examiner. 20. They had been led to the site by 24-year-old suspect Christian Bahena Rivera. On the 23rd of August, the Iowa State Medical Examiner performed an autopsy and recorded the cause of death as multiple sharp force injuries and the manner as homicide. Suspect: Christian Bahena Rivera, aged 24 at the time of the crime, lived and worked in the rural Powashik County area where Tibbetts vanished. Originally from El Guabillo, Guerrero, Mexico, he arrived illegally in the United States at age 17 and had lived in the area for several years. He had worked at another farm before coming to Urabi Farms near Brooklyn, Iowa. In August 2014, Rivera self-identified and received his paychecks under the name John Budd. Rivera became a target of investigators after they obtained footage from a nearby surveillance camera showing a Chevrolet Malibu driving back and forth in the area where Tibbetts was jogging. After linking the car to him, police approached him without incident. They said that he confessed to kidnapping and killing her, and then dumping her body. According to an affidavit filed by the Powashia County Sheriff's Office, he led them to the body in a secluded location within a cornfield. Immigration status. A spokesman on the behalf of the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services said its systems did not indicate Rivera has any lawful immigration status. Later, U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement confirmed this determination by saying law enforcement remains absolutely confident that we've correctly identified the suspect as an illegal alien from Mexico, based both on investigative interviews with him and on records checks. Rivera worked at Urabi Farms, owned by the family of a prominent Iowa Republican leader, Craig Langridge. As part of his employment, the Lang family allowed Rivera to live rent-free on their land. Urabi Farms initially claimed that they had vetted Rivera's immigration status through the federal E-Verify program. After E-Verify indicated that Urabi Farms was not subscribed to its program, Urabi Farms said it used the Social Security Administration system and clarified that Rivera had given them false information. In a motion for a gag order on the 22nd of August, Rivera's lawyer said Rivera was in the United States legally, but was ultimately unable to provide any evidence that supported this claim, and his lawyer withdrew from the case several days later. Legal proceedings. On the 22nd of August 2018, Rivera was charged with first-degree murder. The judge raised his bond from $1 million to $5 million when the prosecutor noted him as a flight risk. On the 24th of August, Rivera changed his legal counsel. Chad and Jennifer Fers, a married couple who work for the same law firm, were privately retained by Rivera's relatives to represent him. On the 19th of September, Rivera pleaded not guilty. On the 17th of May 2021, Rivera's criminal trial began, after many delays due to other court proceedings and to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. On the 28th of May 2021, Rivera was found guilty of first-degree murder. The judge ordered him to be held without bond. Rivera faced a mandatory sentence of life imprisonment without parole. The state of Iowa has no death penalty. On the 30th of August 2021, Rivera was sentenced to life in prison without parole. As of the 26th of October 2021, VINE link shows that Rivera is incarcerated at the Iowa State Penitentiary, ISP, at Fort Madison, Iowa. This is a maximum security prison, where he will be serving out his life sentence. Reactions, memorials and tributes. Tibbetts' younger brother and his football team memorialized her by printing her initials on the team jerseys. Some runners used the hashtag #MilesForMollard to highlight harassment and safety issues experienced by women who run, since she had been attacked while running. Her friends started an online group that gained attention on social media called the Molly Movement, which encourages people to be kind to each other in her honor. During her funeral, her family called for mourners to remember her passion for life and desired to help others by celebrating something wonderful, such as her father highlighting the marriage of Blake and Allie Jack, who had been married the day previous. Molly would have been maid of honor